4. The Almighty informs a prophet of certain unknown things which are impossible to come into the knowledge of any other being. One example of this is the predictions made by divine revelations which were fulfilled to the utmost. Some of these predictions are mentioned in the Quran and some in the Hadith narratives. Every student of the Quran is aware of the predictions regarding the supremacy of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in Arabia, the conquest of Mecca, and the people entering the folds of Islam in multitudes. Another great prediction made by the Quran was the victory of the Romans after they were defeated by the Persians. The Quran says, غُلِبَتِ الرُّومُ فِي أَدْنَى الْأَرْضِ وَهُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ غَلْبِهِمْ سَيَغْلِبُونَ فِي بِضْعِ سِنِينَ لِلَّهِ الْأَمْرُ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَمِنْ بَعْدُ وَيَوْمَئِذٍ يَفْرَحُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ بِنَصْرِ اللَّهِ يَنْصُرُ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الرَّحِيمُ وَعَدَ اللَّهِ لَا يُخْلِفُ اللَّهُ وَعْدَهُ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. The Romans have been defeated in a nearby land, but in a few years after this defeat, they shall become victorious. Whatever happened earlier happened because of God's directive, and what happens later will happen because of His directive. On that day, the believers will rejoice because of God's help. He helps whomsoever He wants to, and He is the mighty and ever merciful. This is God's promise, and God never goes back on His promise, yet most men do not know it. Surah number 30, verses 2 to 6. When this prediction was made, then in the words of Edward Gibbon, no prophecy could be more distant from its accomplishment, since the first 12 years of Heraclius announced the approaching dissolution of the empire. Edward Gibbon, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, Volume 2, page 788. However, it was fulfilled at the very time it was meant to, and in March 628 AD, the Roman emperor entered Constantinople with such splendor that 4 elephants were pulling his chariot, and numerous people stood outside the city with lanterns and branches of olive to welcome back their hero. 5. Prophets who are also designated as messengers or Rusul are a symbol of divine justice in this world and decide the fate of their people in this very world. The details of this premise are that if these messengers abide by their covenant with God, they are rewarded in this world, and if they deviate from it, they are punished in this world. The result is that the very existence of these messengers becomes a sign of God, and it is as if they witness God walking with these messengers on earth and administering justice. It is this situation which becomes the basis of passing judgment by the Almighty, both in this world and in that to come. Consequently, the Almighty grants supremacy to these messengers and punishes those who reject their message. The Quran states, وَلِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولٌ فَإِذَا جَاءَ رَسُولُهُمْ قُضِيَ بَيْنَهُمْ بِالْقِسْطِ وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. And for each community there is a messenger. Then when their messenger comes, their fate is decided with justice, and they are not wronged. Surah number 10, verse 47. Prophets are human beings. Prophets are human beings. Thus they come in this world, eat, drink, sleep, walk about, marry, and die, just as all human beings do. None of them was God, His incarnation, a deity, or an angel. The Quran has clarified at a number of places that there is no difference between them and other human beings as far as their genre is concerned. The Quran has cited the demand of the adversaries of Muhammad ﷺ that if he is a prophet of God, he should make for them houses of gold, generate for them canals and rivers, make the season of spring descend in their deserts, plant for them orchards of grapes and dates, release on them pieces of the heavens, bring God and the angels face to face with them, go to the heavens and bring back a written document for them. Though none of these demands was impossible for God to fulfill, but He directed Muhammad ﷺ to clearly tell his adversaries that he was a human being and not a superhuman, that such demands be made from him. The Quran states, قُلْ سُبْحَانَ رَبِّي هَلْ كُنْتُ إِلَّا بَشَرًا رَسُولًا وَمَا مَنَعَ النَّاسُ أَن يُؤْمِنُوا إِذْ جَاءَهُمُ الْهُدَى إِلَّا أَن قَالُوا أَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ بَشَرًا رَسُولًا قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَلَائِكَةٌ يَمْشُونَ مُطْمَئِنِّينَ لَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَلَكًا رَسُولًا. Say, Glory be to my Lord, Am I not but a messenger who is a human being? And nothing prevents men from professing faith when guidance is revealed to them but the excuse, can it be that God has sent a human being as a messenger? Tell them, had the angels been walking about comfortably in the earth, we would have sent down from them an angel from the heavens as a messenger. Surah number 73, verses 93 to 95. However, this does not mean that as far as their knowledge and personality, character and spirituality, and qualities of head and heart are concerned, they are similar to common people. Certainly not. A study of their life and times shows that they are the cream of their nation, have exemplary qualities, and epitomize human attributes. The Quran has told us that if the Lord pleases, He blesses them with special knowledge and power of judgment for this purpose. About John sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran has said, Ya Yahya, khuzil kitaba bi quwwa, wa athaynahu al-hukma as-sabiyya, wa hananan min ladunna wa zakatan wa kana taqiyya, wa barran bi walidayhi, wa lam yakun jabbaran asiyya. O John, hold steadfast to the book of God, and in his childhood we granted him the ability to make judgments and bestowed on him kindliness and purity, and he was a pious person and one who honored the rights of his parents. He was neither arrogant nor rebellious. Surah number 19, verses 12 to 14. About Moses sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran has said, وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ وَاسْتَوَى آتَيْنَاهُ حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And when he had reached maturity and grown to manhood, we bestowed on him knowledge and the ability to make judgments. This was a reward of his qualities. Thus do we reward the righteous. Surah number 28, verse 14. Not only this, the prophets of God are also blessed with the light of innate guidance, the light which every person has been blessed with in its most ultimate form. They always keep its flame fully alight and shield it from the storms that arise within man's inner self. Thus, before they are blessed with divine revelation from God, their heart and mind are very pure, and the truth is already evident to them to a great extent. The Quran calls this state of their inner enlightenment as bayyina. It is evident from the various incidents from the lives of the prophets that they present divine revelation as an evidence for this inner enlightenment and the vision they possess. About Noah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran has said, قال يا قوم أرأيتم إن كنت على بينة من ربي وآتاني رحمة من عنده فعميت عليكم أنلزمكموها وأنتم لها كارهون. He said, O people, tell me, if I am on a clear evidence from my Lord, and He has bestowed upon me a blessing of His own, and you have not been able to see it, can we forcibly stick it on you while you are fed up with it? Surah number 11, verse 28. About Salih sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran has said, قال يا قوم أرأيتم إن كنت على بينة من ربي وآتاني منه رحمة فمن ينصرني من الله إن عصيته. He said, O people, have you ever thought that if I am on a clear evidence from my Lord, and then He has also bestowed on me His grace, then who would protect me from God if I disobeyed you? Surah number 11, verse 63. About Shu'aib sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Quran has said, قال يا قوم أرأيتم إن كنت على بينة من ربي ورزقني منه رزقا حسنا فما أريد أن أخالفكم إلى ما أنهاكم عنه. He said, O people, tell me if I am on a clear evidence from my Lord, and then He has also bestowed on me the gracious gift of wahi, then what should I call you except this? And I do not wish to oppose you and thus do what I forbid you. Surah number 11, verse 88.